Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull up.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
52, 52's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. Slam, slam, slam. 57, 43, 43.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. Room here to run. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Daniel on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Another nice play there by Chris Jones, a Pro Bowler for the first time in 2020. A 5-year man out of Mississippi State. I would dare say plenty more Pro Bowls for him coming up.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Chiefs' 10-yard line.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Anderson.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Throwing, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
A gain of 12.
To throw, Bridgewater.
Carolina.
Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kerry Hyder. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
McCaffrey with the carry.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The kick.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Their own 30-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And inches.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
42-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And the Panther first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28.
Gain of 21 yards.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
Complete.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Gain of 9 yards.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
On the carry.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Carry for Carolina.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Flush to his right, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A 35-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To kick off for Kansas City.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Bridgewater to throw it. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Flushed out right. He'll run it.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Bridgewater. Side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 41. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
6 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Robbie Anderson.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
First down, Panthers.
attack here. It's McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing is Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now.
16.
So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 23. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a month. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53.
After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Complete to Curtis Samuel.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
You circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. So that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st down, Panthers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. 54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You'll never win.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
2 yards on the play. And a Panther 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
A gain of
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing to the heel. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, I the asylum.